Wayne. Pixie's Q says, I'll be asleep. I'll watch tomorrow. All right. Well, thanks. Well, thank you for joining and being the first one to comment. Really do appreciate that. Let me go ahead and open up the live stream on my laptop so that I can make sure that it's working. Hold on 1 second. Little girl, come on. You going past? All right. All right. Everybody say hi to Taste Tester number 3. Hi. As she squeaks away. All right. Get that up. All right. So let's see. Time shift. He says buenas noches para todos, and this is você já de mi joinha. So basically, he's saying this is in Portuguese, and you see the Brazilian flag there. He sends good night for everybody, and he's already given his thumbs up. So obrigado. MTG, what's going on, man? Johnny, how you doing? He said, yo, what's up, family? Dash, hey, yo. Jimmy, how you doing this evening, Jimmy? Jimmy is my, resident. What you drinking? All right, this is what I'm drinking tonight. It's clear, but it's not the normal clear. My guy set up an experiment. So this jar was full. I had to take taste tests and take some off the top. Tonight, I'm gonna be drinking some peach brandy. This is some. Oh man, it's so wild. Like I don't know. I got a knack for this. Like this, when you can take this, it's in the jar, and you gotta smell past the alcohol. So smell past the alcohol, and you can smell the peaches. Like, yeah. KB, what's going on? Steven, he says, hey yo, Dash and Peeps, good evening. Yes, sir. Definitely. This is gonna be a great evening. Look, I'm gonna take a little bit of. Oh, this is different. This is so different from my normal, but it's good different. Oh, just makes y'all warm and fuzzy, just tingly, go straight down. Dash, I got your stickers in the mail. Thank you for the nice note. No problem, KB, man. Thank you, man. For real. Seriously, I appreciate you. All right, Kevin and James says, hey, Dash, how's it going? It goes. Man, hopefully all is well with you guys. Hey, if you haven't already, do me a solid. Please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. I remembered to remind you guys about the thumbs up before it got too late. Boa noche. All right. So, my Brasileiro. Barbecue World says, hey, Dash and everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Checking in from the DMV. Nice. Thank you. So, peach brandy. I couldn't find any sort of peach energy drink, so the closest I could get was orange. Well, actually, I think this is tangerine. Oh, it's citrus. Yeah, citrus. Peach, citrus, it'll go together. Chef Orel, did I see Chef Orel? Oh, what's going on? And he said that's kerosene. Hell no, it's not, man. Shoot. Hold on, let me take it. I mean, it's not proof high enough to be kerosene. Ask me how I know. But I tell you, it's definitely something different. Now, normally, you see brandy is aged just like whiskey is aged. Almost all whiskey starts out looking like this, and then it gets aged in barrels or with wood staves or wood chips or whatever. Same thing with brandy. This is a young brandy, and I feel like I should take some and like age some, but I know me. Who am I kidding? This is gonna get this will probably be gone tonight, and then it'll be like, what's a brandy, reminiscent brandy song? Because Yeah. I'm gonna remember this one. This one was good. So like I said, my guy hooked me up. He was like, try this one out. Tell me what you think it is. Future webcam billionaire says, "Hey Dash, how's it going with the cooking? Going well, actually. I have a video for you guys for tomorrow. I know, right? I know. I had made some sausage for Taste Tester #1 last week, and his German class. So that video is going to go up tomorrow. Somebody remind me at like the 2.5 hour mark, or excuse me, 1.5 hour mark. So like 10:30 local my time. If someone could remind me, I will post a link to the video so you guys can see it. Remember, I usually try to give you guys early access for being here on the live stream. MTGs, it has been a minute. Recovering well, soon to be back at videos. Nice. Well, Johnny, man, good to hear that. Glad to hear that, actually. Got any events coming up soon with graduation season upon us? I did a graduation party this past Sunday. And this next Sunday, I was supposed to have an event on Sunday, but I am, I was supposed to be traveling to Florida, but there was unforeseen circumstances. There was actually a death in the family. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be going to Florida. That being said, I am, I won't say it is what it is, but I am not going to Florida. And I'll be cooking for my family next week. So yeah, there's that. Neil says, "Hello, my friends." Hello, Neil. How are you doing this evening? Brandy, you're a fine girl by looking glass. Oh wait, I think I know this song. It's an old song, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Alright, I'm gonna mute this for a second and listen to the song. Papa Larry, what's going on? He said, "What's going on, my man? Was digging the AM video release. We need more of them." Alright, tomorrow morning, I will do a preview of, well, not a preview, but tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. local, I will do another premiere of the video, which means that I will be sitting here, hopefully, if I can remember, at 7 a.m. Eastern, and I will premiere the video and be here for the premiere so you can talk to me. The video tomorrow is actually a quick video, but yeah. Barbecue Grill says, "How do you charge the customers when you might have to get extra stands, pans, and whole extra foods they ask for after you quote them a price to cater a party?" I was going to charge someone, but not sure. All right, so hold on, Barbecue World. Hold that thought. Give me a second. I'm going to mute this for a second. All right, so I'm listening to it in the other. Okay. All right. So I've heard this song plenty of times, but never knew the words to the song. Like, I've heard it, I don't say in passing, but I've definitely heard it. Yeah. Okay, so Barbecue World. Here's the thing. Usually, if I am at an event and I'm doing something for someone, and so this past weekend, I don't want to say per se, but this past weekend, so there was a lot that went wrong-ish with the event this past weekend. So the event was I cooked 48 hot dogs, 52 hamburgers, 10 Impossible Burgers, and then some green beans, some baked beans, and some potato salad. That was it. So I took everything, and I was supposed to meet this lady at the park at 12:30, get everything set up, be on about my business. I get to the park at 12:30. I'm like, hey, she sent me a message while I was en route to say I'm on my way. I'm like, all right. I get there, and I'm like, okay. She says, we're in the first pavilion. Okay, I'm looking at the... Actually, she said, we're in the pavilion in the back. All right. I'm like, dang, this is a hike to get from where my car is to where the pavilion is. I'm like, dang, man, I'm going to have to lug all this food like one hump trip at a time. So then she sends me a text message. Oh, no, we're not in the back. We're in the front. We're in the first pavilion. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, there's people in the pavilion right now. And she says, no, we're here. We're here. We're in the first pavilion. I'm like, I know that's not you in this pavilion. Like, I see people in the pavilion, and I know it's not you. So I'm like texting her back and forth. I'm like, where are you? Like all these other things. I'm like, finally, I said, hey, I need you to call me. So she calls me and she says, hey, well, do you see a water tower? And I'm like, yeah, the water tower is behind me to my right. And she says, well, no, the water tower should be in front of you. Where I am, the water tower is basically in front of me. And I'm like, that's not where I am. So she said, well, you need to come out. She said, I think you need to come out where you are and go around to the other entrance. I'm like, there's two entrances? She said, yes. We're at the other entrance. So I get in my car and I drive around to where the other entrance is and I pop out. And she said, I'm going to come out to the street. Just hold tight. I'm going to come out to the street and meet you. I got in my car and got around to where she was before she even got into her car. She was just like, as I was pulling in front of her, she was about to pull out of her car. She was like, wait, is that you right there in the black car? I'm like, yes. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. So the problem was the park has two parts. And it's kind of like an L, how this park is. Because there's one part like down here and the other part, it like goes this way and then this way. And there's a freaking baseball stadium in between. So the park, though it's connected, it's like an L. One entrance here, one entrance here. She was up here. I was down here. I'm like, come on. So I waited an hour between the text message from when I first got there and when I was expecting for her to get there and other things like that. And the problem is I couldn't leave with her food because I already have her food. It's prepared. It's like, I'm not going to be that guy, right? That's just not something I'm going to do. I'm like, all right, something's wrong. So finally, like I said, I told her to call me. Well, it took her a couple minutes to get to the point where she could call me because she was trying to set up and didn't have her phone immediately in her pocket or on her person. Anyway, by the time we got it all worked out, got it all resolved, it's like, all right, cool. I set up my food. And of course, with me, when I take things, I take extra pans and I take extra racks. Usually 1 or 2 extra pans, 1 or 2 extra racks is a given. Something always happens where you have to move something or it doesn't fit or whatever. That being said, this particular event, I had some extra racks with me and an extra pan. Well, she ended up needing the extra pan because she had some boneless chicken wings that she wanted to put and keep warm. All right, you know what? Here, no problem. Here's an extra rack. Here's an extra pan. Now, when I was leaving, she's like, I really appreciate it because I didn't have foil. Remember, my van is still in Massachusetts. I didn't have foil with me in my car. So one of those things I do typically carry when I haven't had the van. So I had to wait for someone from her party to go and pick up aluminum foil and bring it back so that I could cover the food and then I could be out. Well, I'm like, listen, I didn't have the foil. I'm sitting here waiting. The least I can do is give you a rack and a pan or two so that you can put these the boneless chicken in, and I think there's something else that she needed to pay for. But anyway, no. She's like, no. Tell me how much I owe you for the extra, this, extra, that. So she was willing to pay. But you have to decide whether or not that goodwill for just doing something, going above and beyond for someone is worth charging them an extra $5, $6 for whatever, or just eat that charge. I typically eat that charge because that goodwill it goes beyond measure, and she will call me back for the next thing. Now, I did. She hit me up last minute and wanted some Impossible Burgers. So I did get the Impossible Burgers, and she said definitely bill me for these. I'm like, no problem. So the Impossible Burgers, oddly enough, they were on sale from Sam's, but when I looked at the price, they weren't on sale. But when I went in to buy them, they were on sale. So I mean, yay me! Basically, it washes in the end. The extra dollar or two that I made off of the burgers, I basically ate the cost, or the cost washed for the extra rack and pans, if that makes sense. And then when I sent her the bill, which was for like $20, $21 with tax, she sent me 40 some odd dollars. So she gave me a tip. So again, you know, he who does more than he is paid will soon be paid more than what he does, or something along those lines. It's one of those Confucius type deals. All right, so let's see. Pixie Q said, "What's up, Dash? I have another party this weekend. Praying the brisket gods are on my side this time." KB said, "I was a wee lad when that song came out." Yeah, man. Shoot. Paul says, "Nice, 4 a.m. here. I'll be up." All right, well. Kenny, he said, "Where are so?" I was not there this past Sunday. I will be there this Sunday. The event that I had, I won't say that it fell through, but I had to cancel on a person, and then my plans fell through because I'm not going to be in Florida. So, yeah, Kenny, I am actually looking forward to it. Kenny, I don't know if you I ever talked to you about this. I got a guy, and this is some peach brandy here. All right, I gotta stop drinking it. Or that's about half into my cup. Oh wait, let's see. Why they gotta be at the shop this Sunday or next? Why, Kenny? Yeah, I'm gonna be there this Sunday and hopefully next Sunday, unless something changes. But I have a funeral to go to next Saturday, so I hopefully will be able to be there. Ooh, speaking of which, I need to talk to my guy and get a little extra. Anyway, Grumpus, he said, hey, Dash and everybody. Kenny, there's a shop cookout at Match Friday. This Friday? All right, well, I'm gonna have to find out, one, where Matt lives, and then two, figure that out. During the day or in the afternoon? Because, I know a guy with a grill. Grumpus says, all right, my friends, it's been a long day. I'm going to have to say goodnight. Good night, Neil. Yeah. All right, Kenny. Obviously, just shoot me a text message. And, yeah, afternoon, Will is bringing a smoker. All right, well, shoot. Listen, I ain't getting paid to cook. I ain't gonna cook. I might have to bring something to drink, though. Y'all like Miller Lite? I like Miller Lite. Anyway, Kenny, that's what's up, man. Thank you for joining me. Really appreciate it. Man. Listen, I changed my position slightly on my strong side rig and have been daily in the mete. Yeah. Like big boy style. Yep. Actually, I just took it off a little while ago, so I can't show you, but I'm like, in lieu of recent events, I think 20 is warranted versus 15. So 20 plus 22 versus 15 plus 15. So anyway, FCB says, hey there, Dash and chat, what's up? Pixie Q says, we need to rescue Vanna. Oh my God, man. I am having a hell of a time getting someone to bring that van back to Maryland. The one person that was like, yeah, I can go get it. It's going to cost you $2,000 to go get it. I can't justify that. Like, I cannot justify that. So, yeah. Vanna update. Here, yeah, there's the update. I have not found anyone that has a trailer. Basically, that's the sticking point. The trailer big enough to carry Vanna. Vanna is, let's see, 2006 Ford weight. So 5,500 pounds. The problem is most trailers are rated at like most I'm gonna say everyday trailers. Most basic trailers are rated at like 7,500 pounds. Excuse me, gross vehicle weight, gross trailer weight. Gross weight is like 7,500 pounds. Most trailers that would be able to do like a car hauling capability are about 2,500 pounds, which leaves 5,000 pounds. This is 5,500 pounds. Yeah. So most of the time, yeah. Here's a man that knows his turkey. Yes, indeed. I sure do know my turkeys. You know what, Kenny? It was funny. I counted them all up. Like I did some flip flopping, and you know, I got the rival home, and I did some flipping and flopping. I think I have 9 of them. 9 of them. Pretty sure it was 9. If it wasn't 9, it was 10. But yeah, there's 9 of them. Grumpus says report is stolen and let the cops bring it back. I mean, I would not want. I would not want that on my conscience. I can't, in good conscience, do that. Man, Kenny, let me tell you though, dude. The event that I did this past weekend, I was like, she baited and switched me. So her original bill was for like $700, $800. Her final bill was for $300. I could have been at the range and made that money. So, because by the time I paid for the food and then what my profit, I'm like, I could have been smelling gunpowder all day for this. Jimmy says, Bill, we don't deliver. Yeah. Grumpus, Jimmy, you tell Grumpus. Oh, man. My goodness. Oh, yeah, it's just been a fluster cluck. Yep. Trying to get this van. I am, like I said, I was working with somebody trying to get them. They got a driver, and that just flaked out on me, and just hasn't followed through or anything. So I'm gonna start reaching out to other people. I have not taken this, I won't say public, but I have not asked just randomly folks on Facebook yet. Anyway, let's get to the brass tacks. Let's talk about what we were going to talk about tonight. What do you do when a piece of equipment that you are working on actively using, it breaks? Let's talk about breaking equipment while cooking. What have you ever had a piece of equipment fail on you while you were in the middle of a cook? I know there are times you guys have seen me trying to get my smoker started or trying to get something going, and something will act up before I can even get the fire going, and I'll be like, all right, you know what? I'm going to pivot to a whole nother cooker. That's not the cooker I intended to use, but because I have so many cookers, I'm just going to go ahead and switch to a different cooker. All right. Does it mean most people want something for nothing? Oh man, MTG, dude, you are absolutely correct. But so, Johnny, here's the problem. She wanted a quote for how much things were going to cost, but then I'm sorry. Let me back up. She wanted to find out how much the Shooting for the Stars was going to cost, and she ended up grazing the moon. All right, and I mean, it is what it is. It's okay, but I was anticipating something else, and then it was quite a bit of a, not a shock, but I was kind of relieved. I'm like, all right, well, I don't have to work as hard. I don't have to fire up a smoker. I'm just going to cook on the grill. I got up that morning and went out, cooked on the grill here at my house. Like, I didn't even have to take the grill anywhere because of where she was having this event. I couldn't cook in the park. I was running out of propane count. Grumpus, yes, indeed. I think that is probably going to be between running out of propane and running out of pellets. Those are probably going to be one, if not, or the most common things that will happen. Or, how about this? I know I've done this. I am very, very guilty of this. There was a string of cooks that I had, I guess it was early last year, where for whatever reason, I couldn't get enough of my seasoning. Like, I would get it and cook with it, and then I wouldn't cook for a week or two, and then I would go to be seasoning my food, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't have enough seasoning. Like, I couldn't get enough of it, so then I would have to run out and try to like piece together the seasonings that I needed, and I mean, it was just, talk about an absolute nightmare. Grimaces, don't judge me. So yes, I've run out of propane. You know what I've run out of propane doing? Frying turkeys. That is the absolute worst. When you are frying a turkey and you run out of propane, man. The one time, so frying turkeys for Thanksgiving is a thing that my sister-in-law, my older sister-in-law and I would do. And we, unfortunately, you know, I lost my sister-in-law last year, but we had Turkey Gate. There's some of you guys who were on the live streams when we were doing Turkey Gate and in years past. So I'd be at my sister-in-law's house and we'd be frying the turkey. Well, one year, my father-in-law, my sister-in-law's wife started the turkey fryer. Like, I would call him when we were about a half an hour away, and I'm like, yo, about half an hour out, get the grease going, so I don't have to wait for it by the time I get there. Well, they started the grease, and like 10 minutes before I got there, the propane tank went out. So my father-in-law ran and got some propane while we were waiting, trying to get the turkey going. So it's thank goodness it didn't happen while we were cooking the turkey, and it had happened before we could drop the turkey. But yes, running out of propane does count. KB says KB says 2 golden words: backup equipment. Yeah, buddy. SCB says that's why I'm switching my Blackstone over to a natural gas. Nice. Terry, what's going on? How you doing? So, some of you guys remember when I did that cook, where I used my, it was actually one of the first times I used my 5-foot grill table, and then I rented a piece of equipment. I rented that rotisserie to cook those legs of lamb, and the freaking rotisserie, that had one little, it was a set screw on that drive gear. The set screw fell out, or actually didn't fall out, it just wasn't tight enough, and I didn't have Allens to tighten it down, so I was unable to use the rotisserie to cook the legs of lamb, and I ended up having to cook them on the grill. Oh my gosh, talk about a shit show. It was just that. Because that, so if you guys do not remember, let's see, what was the name of that video? What's the name of that video? Using new equipment. Was it that one? Rental equipment breaks. Alright, so there's the lessons learned about it. Rental. There we go. Alright. New 5-foot grill table. This is it. So this is the one I was looking for. And rental grill problems. Yes. Actually, let me make sure that I'm looking at the correct. Rental. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this, and I'm gonna put this in the chat. So if you guys are not familiar with this video, you guys can check it out, and then there should be some links to the second video as well. So that was part 1, and I don't know, you guys, I want to say you want to watch it together, but anyway. So that was one of the things when talking about this whole situation, I feel like I have been in all of these situations, luckily enough for me, I have cooked enough. What up, Bumpy? How you doing this evening? James Greer says, "Will never forget that Legoland rotisserie that broke while you were cooking." Steven says, "All right, hope I'm not asleep by then." Yeah, I guess he'll text you later. Yep. Hey, Terry says, "Hit that thumbs up, my guys." Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. Please hit that thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. So, basically, in a nutshell, I was cooking for an event. It was like I was doing some of the food for this particular event. And it was chicken. I think it was boneless, skinless. It was boneless, skinless thighs. And it had like legs of lamb. Yo. I had the boneless, skinless thighs on the 5-foot grill table, and it was all well and good. And I had the legs of lamb on the rotisserie. Like I got them all up on the rotisserie. Boom, it's good. Started the thing up, started working, and then the set screw on the drive gear for the rotisserie backed itself out to the point where it wasn't holding the spit, so it wasn't driving the spit. So I'm like, it was just kind of dangling, and I'm like, I can't just sit and hold it, and I can't twist it. I need it to work by itself because I'm cooking chicken on this other grill. So I'm like, oh damn, what am I going to do? That was, you guys remember the lady who was being helpful? Yeah. Bumpy says he's preparing for 2 events this weekend. Nice. Terry says, I'm not cooking for a while. Terry, how are you feeling, sir? Oh, for those of you guys who missed it, I'm sipping. This is not the regular clear tonight. This is some peach brandy. This is, I'm gonna say an experiment, but oh yeah, buddy. I got him. My guy, every now and again, he surprises me with something. He said, try this out. Taste this. Tell me what you think. So I had some peach brandy and a citrus energy drink. Yo, it is freaking delicious. Let me just tell you. Hurting. Well, Terry, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I know all about that. And it's one of those things, man. Either it's going to, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's what they say, at least. Shoot. Man. All right. So propane running out. I talked about, frying the turkey, and the propane running out from the fried turkey. Let's see what else. Equipment breaking. Joseph said, "Looked like the tornado warning didn't scare me." Nah, I did get a message popped up. It said from like now, heavy rains from like 9 until midnight. So not for nothing, I do live in a flood prone area. There was a flood. Well, it flooded here. This is 2022. It flooded in 2018 and 2019, or 2019 and it was 2018 and 2019. We had massive flooding here. So anytime, basically, Joseph, anytime you hear about flooding in Old Town Ellicott City, when it floods there, it floods right in my neighborhood as well. Grumpus says temperature probes failing. Man, listen, I wish I had $5 for every one of the probes that I had fail. Like, seriously, my thermometers still work, but the probes are, they're the first line of defense, man. They're like the pawns, and I won't say they get chewed up, because I've had some that last a long time, and I've had some that don't last a long time. Sorry, I hit the camera. When we said my first on-site event, I used the customer grill, and the grate burnt through and collapsed. Had to get some foil and save the day. Now I inspect their grill if they want me to use theirs. Joseph said, "Yep, I know." I go bottom model 1 is none and 2 is 1. Oh yeah, Jeremy only said I go by the model 1 is none and 2 is 1. Yeah. Bumpy. So yes, very good. A few weeks ago when I did that event at that house, that really nice country house, and I used his grill. I won't say I didn't actually go out and inspect it. I could just kind of look at it and say, okay, this is actually a newer grill. And he basically told me he did not use it very much. So I was pretty confident that it would not be a problem. But that is all part of, when I tell you guys to do a site inspection and other things like that. And I kind of bit myself in the butt. The problem is, sometimes you can do a site inspection, but if the person who is having the event is not there, it won't actually help you. The event that I did this past weekend, had I did a site inspection, it probably would not have helped me because I would have still gone to the wrong place. The address that she gave me, like I said, was down here. The address or the address she gave me was for a gate here. The gate that I needed to be was up here. I wouldn't have. And the park, like I said, it was like an L. It was connected this way. I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. So I got there at 12:30. I didn't end up leaving until like 2:30. Yeah, it was just Grumpus's battery's dying in the receiver clipped to your belt and not realizing it. So the one good thing is, I feel like the batteries never die while in use, at least for me. And the particular wireless thermometers I use, they never die while in use. They typically die and they don't turn on when I go to use them. So that's been my problem or my experience. So I've never had that one. Does touch for temp probes work as a workaround? I would imagine yes, but probes are like twofold. I use probes to kind of get me in the right area as far as the temperature, and then I use the probe themselves for, unfortunately, probing the meat, actually poking the meat to determine how done it is. You get that right feel if you are trying to poke a steak and it's tough, it's tough. But if you are trying to poke like a pork shoulder or a brisket, that probe just goes in there like a warm knife through butter. Or there's so many different analogies that people use. So yeah, Bumpy said I had people send me a pic of their grill, but mainly I bring my own. Lesson learned. Yeah, buddy. So you know what, Bumpy, I would even still bring my own, even if I think that the grill that they have is sufficient, just in case. Okay, just in case. Tony, what's going on? He said, "Hey, yo, what's up? What up? Hey, yo, what's up, people? What's up, Dash? Tony, what you know about peach brandy, Tony? I told you I got a guy. We're gonna have to talk." Jeremy says, "Get a truck dolly for the van. Just need to get the front wheels on it. Problem is, okay." So here is in a nutshell why I did not, or why I was unable to tow my van back from New Hampshire with the U-Haul that I rented. One, U-Haul's vehicle weight limit is 5,000 pounds. For the auto transport, the one that the entire thing gets up on. My van weighs 5,500 pounds, like from factory, 5,500 pounds. That was without all of the extra stuff I had in the van. I had probably a few hundred pounds in ice and fish in the van. So let's say, I'm not going to say 6,000 pounds, but easily 5,500 pounds. So the auto transport, they would not allow me to rent an auto transport. First problem. Second problem, they did not have a one-way rental for an auto transport. Even if I lied to them and told them that the van was an E250 and was 500 pounds less, they would not allow me to rent it. Third problem, the tow dolly. They would not allow me to rent a tow dolly because my van is rear-wheel drive. They will not allow you to tow a rear-wheel drive vehicle on a tow dolly. Fourth problem, my van weighs 5,500 pounds. Most standard car trailers have a gross vehicle weight of 7,500 pounds, weigh 2,500 pounds, and have a payload capacity of 5,000 pounds. So the problem is I need a 10,000 pound trailer, and not a lot of people have those. And or if people do have those, they're like gooseneck trailers, and not a lot of people have the ability to tow a gooseneck. Trust me, this has been a learning experience and a half trying to get my van back home. Sean, he said, "What up? What up?" Grumpus says, "The more I rely on technology, the more prone I am to blow the cook. Better to go with what you know, i.e., old school cooking." You know what, Grumpus? There's nothing wrong with using technology, man. But the thing is, you have to make sure you get your tech in order prior to your cook. You can't wait for your cook to start and then realize that there's a problem. Just ask me how I know. JK4 fam, what's going on? He said, "What up, bro? How you doing?" Bumpy says, "I'm on gin tonight. Also, I forgot to put water in a sterno pan and it burned through. Luckily, caught it before it was a fire." Dude, luckily, I'm not gonna say luckily I've never done that, but I haven't done that yet. But what I did burn through one time, I was frying a turkey for us here, and I cleaned out the pot, and I'm like, oh, before I put oil in it, I need to heat the pot up so that I can put oil in it, but the pot was wet. So I put the pot on the burner, empty. Yo, that burner burnt through that damn aluminum pot, like melted the whole joint, and I had to run out and find a whole new turkey pot. And yo, it was when I say a fiasco and a half, fiasco and a half. I had to go find a turkey fryer, and yo, man, it was a fiasco and a half. Blind Man Cooking says, "Hey everybody, how are you doing this evening?" I'm fine, Blind Man Cooking. So I am holding up a jar. It is a 16-ounce jar. There's probably, there's no graduations on this one. There's probably about 6 ounces left in the jar. It was not my normal clear moonshine tonight. It is clear brandy. Most brandy is aged, and with the aging, it browns. So I am on some young, unaged brandy, and I don't know if you can hear it. I'm feeling pretty good. JK Forces, what are your thoughts on Pure 6 charcoal? Never heard of it. I know. You know what, yo, Bumpy, every now and again, it just, I can't help it. Yes, John. Yes, the John. That's it. Yeah, bro, your Philly came out on that one. Dude, I mean, listen, I can tell when I talk to people, I can tell how Philly they are. Let me just tell you. Yo, cause people start saying water and John. What? Ah, man. Taylor says, "Hey yo, Dash and company, missed a couple, but I'm back. Happy to be here." Taylor, has the bun baked fully in the oven yet? Cause yo, Taylor, let me just tell you, the biltong, man, top freaking notch, dude. That's actually, I've been meaning, it's hard for me to get my 3 children together and us film another biltong video, but it's gonna happen because we did taste it. I can't remember if all 3 taste testers had some. Oh dang, taste tester number 3 is actually vegetarian right now, so she's not going to be able to eat any. Maybe I'll just have to do a taste test with the boys. But man, you guys, it's so funny, Taylor. I mean, Grumpus, I not in my garage. Nope, it's not in my garage. I mean, who knows where it's made? I don't ask questions like that. But Taylor, yo, my biltong video is still getting views. Like, I still get South Africans that are commenting, like actively commenting on that video. Like, seriously, 1 or 2 comments a week of people telling me I need to make my own biltong. Like, I could make my own biltong. You should make your own biltong. I'm like, I don't want to do it, but maybe. Sounds like I'm late to the party. Yes, you are tardy to the party, blind man. Yeah, dude, we gotta figure out how to get you here a little earlier. every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern sharp. I was gonna make like a Braille watch joke, but I don't want to come off insensitive or anything like that. Uh, Taylor says still baking, 1.5 months or so to go. Glad you like the build time. Making some as we speak. He said it's marinating. Well, Taylor, you know, please and thank you, Taylor. That just please and thank you. I feel like we definitely need to talk because I'm going to have to figure out how to do it myself. Bumpy said, "Man, my son is going from pre-K to kindergarten tomorrow, and I'm about to enjoy sleeping now and not having to wake up at 2:30 a.m. You know, I'm gonna watch tomorrow. Yes, indeed. I appreciate that, man. So, my man Bumpy is one of those folks that I feel like he during the live stream he takes a nap, wakes up, joins us on the live stream sometimes, goes back to bed, gets up for his day job, middle of the night to early day job, and then watches the whole thing over again, even though he's watched some of it. So when I shout out Bumpy, that's why, because Bumpy is like a diehard, like he watches, and I'm just so very appreciative and grateful. Like, yeah. Uh, Blind man says, "Yeah, man, my watch is a little behind." Uh huh. I mean, yeah. I just realized I got a wrench next to my name. What? How'd you do that? What the hell? Salute, brother. Mm. Listen, I know who sits and who watches these streams week in and week out, and I'm appreciative. So, I, it is what it is, man. Good looking. I definitely appreciate you, and that's something to show my gratitude. Like, seriously. Well, congratulations early ahead of time. Little man, is that your only son? Yeah, more than one? Lou Calamatas, what's going on? I'm telling you, I cannot see Lou's name without saying his entire name. And it's Lou Calamatas. Where's Kent at so he can butcher it? Lou says, "Hey, yo, what's up, Dash and Barbecue fam? Just getting over COVID, my friend. Not fun." Wait, I thought you said your wife had it. I guess your wife had it and then you had it? Damn, son. I won't say luckily. When I had it, I was down for 5 days. Like, a solid, well, I was down for a good 3 days. Like, the first day I was like, I'm not feeling well. Second day I was like, I'm not feeling well. Third day I was like, oh, yeah, I ain't moving. Fourth day I actually felt better. Fifth day I felt worse. And then it was like, all right, I gotta get back on with life. Lou says, "Oh, Kent." I know, man. I know. That guy. Whole family had it. I was the last to test positive. Yeah. Because last week you were like, "Oh, the wife and kids have it. I'm the only one that doesn't have it." Do. Dude, it was like, so, because I'm trying to think, I can't even remember the timeline, but basically, it was like 5 or 6 days. And one of those days that I felt better on a day, and then the next day I felt worse than the first couple days. Like, it was wild. And I don't know, I think I was feeling better. Maybe I overexerted myself or something, and then it was like, ha ha ha, guess what? I got you. Gotcha. So, hey, listen, we are 49 minutes in, and if you have not already, please hit that thumbs up button. So, in the first hour, I like to try to stay on topic, though I never stay on topic, because, I just don't. But I like to try and stay on topic and talk about something that happened. So, or talk about the topic. So this topic tonight, we are talking about breaking equipment or equipment breaking while cooking. What have your experiences been with breaking equipment or equipment breaking? So we've talked about running out of propane. Grumpus, he's like, don't judge me, but I've run out of propane when I'm cooking. Temperature probes or thermometers not working when you go to rely on technology. Obviously, I talked about that time when I had the rotisserie I rented break on me and have a problem with that rotisserie. I have talked about running out of propane when I was frying turkeys. Thank goodness it happened before we started the turkeys, before we dropped the turkeys into the oil. I talked about, temperature probes. Well, that was technology. What else did we talk about? I talked about how right before I've actually started cooking on a particular cooker, I find a fault or a problem and I have to pivot and use another cooker to cook. I talked about running out of seasonings. Like, have you ever been in a position, and I know this might be unique to me, but I don't actually season a lot of the food that I cook until I start my fire. Like, seasoning my meat is my cooker warm-up time. Does that make sense? So, Lou says he's going back to work tomorrow. Only kid, 5 years. I have stepdaughter, 25. All right, peace, everybody. Well, bumpy. Be easy. Lou says my barbecue controller shot up to 400 degrees on me when I was sleeping. Lou, you know that I know Lou likes the brown. Don't you like the brown, Lou? I think that was like induced. It was an induced coma. Bucks were done real quick. Listen, let me just tell you, that's one of those things where you're like, what? Thanks. Like, you hurried up, you sped up the cook. Mr. Richard, how you doing, sir? Glad you could join us this evening. Thank you so very much for hanging out. Really do appreciate you for hanging out. Mr. Richard, I don't know if I asked you, but did you get the salt from me? I don't know if I asked you, but I smoked some salt and I sent it to people who ordered for Thanksgiving. And I'm pretty sure you ordered for Thanksgiving. If you have not or did not get some smoked salt, let me know and I will smoke some more salt. And you will have a special delivery like to your door. Because you are awesome, sir. Also, hopefully you saw the post on Patreon. I know you are a Patreon patron, and I'm hoping you saw the post. It was an apology to you guys. I had not been posting a lot of content on Patreon, and I am going to do better, even if it is just me posting pictures of what I'm cooking for like my lunch or my dinner. Bring the Smoke says, hey yo! Yes, indeed. I've been watching Bring the Smoke on TikTok. Blind Man says, if you wait till your fire is going to season your meat, how long do you usually let that sit? So, Blind Man, so that's the thing. I don't let my meat sit very long before it goes onto the fire. So typically what ends up happening is I go out to my cooker, I start my fire. Once I know my fire is going, I go back in the house, I season my meat. Once I'm finished seasoning my meat, I then get back out to the cooker and put everything into the cooker. Typically, that time frame is within like half an hour to an hour, depending on how much food I have to season. Bigger cooks that take longer for me to season the meat, obviously the cooker is just kind of warming up and getting ready, and that provides time for the cooker to heat up. One, for the cooker to heat up, and two, for me to be able to get out there with a hose, hopefully, and to steam clean the cooker before I put anything into the smoker. All right, Mr. Richard. He said he did receive it. Hopefully you are using that smoked salt, or hopefully you haven't used it all already. Brandon Smoke says, sorry I'm late. Nah, man, do not apologize for being late. You were right on time. You are here. That is all. Sorry. I have been sipping. Y'all know me, I don't sip. I've been drinking on some peach brandy tonight, and it is pretty delicious. And I'm feeling pretty good. So I just want to say thank you. So if you have not already hit that thumbs up button for me, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could. But so what else have you guys, what else is broken on you guys? What else has gone awry while you were cooking? Because it can't just be me, man. I know I'm not the only person that has had issues while cooking. I mean, I know I'm not the only one. Steven says, Lou! uh, yeah, man. Sean, how is it going? Steven says, Sean R. Hey, yo. Sean, what's going on with you, man? How is it going? Blind man says, what did you put the salt in order to smoke it? I cooked the salt in Bessie, and just a uh, a full size catering pan, so a full deep catering pan. I think I used 2 boxes, maybe even 3 boxes of kosher salt. It was coarse ground kosher salt, the Morton's kosher salt. Uh, and I think it was 2 boxes. If it wasn't two, it was three. And I just poured them out into the pan. And so the hard thing for you, blind man, is I could look at the salt and see that there was like that top layer had browned, and I'm holding up air quotes, had browned a little bit. And it looked like it had been smoked. Like you could see that it had changed color slightly from that pearlescent bright white that salt typically is. And so I mixed it around to try and take some of the salt that was down at the bottom and mix it in so that more salt would have the ability to get some of that smoke on it. And it changed colors. So basically, I took 1 or 2 splits and chucked them into the fire and let it go for a little while until the heat died down. Chucked another split into the fire, mixed up the salt, and I did that for like 2 or 3 hours, and it was fantastic. I think I smoked my turkey necks at the same time that I smoked my salt. Sean says, just been busy with work. All right, well, that's good. First world problem. Brandon Smoke says, my third brisket on my pellet smoker. The smoker went crazy, and the fire grew out of control. It got so hot, the heat deflector was glowing red. Hand was hot enough to burn. Oh, the handle was hot enough to burn my hand. Look, I inferred handle. Yeah, I've been reading people's comments for a long time. Autocorrect is a thing. Well, hopefully your hand is okay, and I won't say there's a lesson learned or a lesson to be learned. It's one of those things, man. You really have to clean out your pellet cookers. I know I am horrible at cleaning out my pellet cooker. Like I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it. And 2 months will go by, and then all of a sudden it will not perform correctly. Now, one good thing is I typically am using my pellet cooker for my family cooks, so I'm not dependent on it for anything else. But like, ooh, goodness, was the brisket? Did you salvage it? Jeremy says, I would help you get that van. I'm just on the west side of the Mitten. Oh my God, in Michigan. I have a 10,000 pound trailer and a 5,500 pound dolly. Well, Jeremy, I mean, so from Michigan to Cape Cod, you're probably looking at 12 hours. If I had to, like, what's the zip code that you're in, Jeremy? And let's map this, because man, oh man, I would bring Vanna home. Bring Vanna home. Hashtag bring Vanna home. Grumpus says, does this count? The lock on my gate was broke, and my neighbors saw the smoke from my backyard, brought over a cooler of beverages, and I burnt the ribs I was smoking. Sean says, also cooking up a new series, Accounting 101. I see what you did there, Sean. Yo, Sean, man, I got a confession to make. I guess who still has not filed his taxes yet? This guy. Blind Man said, that's so cool. Thanks, I'm going to try that sometime. Yeah, man. Kip says, how do you store raw meat prior to cook? In a refrigerator. So Kip, like in all seriousness, I try not to buy my food too early because of storage. That is it's not really a problem. The good thing is I have multiple refrigerators. In my home alone, I have one refrigerator in my kitchen. I typically don't use my kitchen refrigerator for customer cooked because it just like my family of 5 fills up that refrigerator. I have another refrigerator upstairs. We have an upstairs kitchen in my house. So I have another refrigerator upstairs in that kitchen. If I have a really big cook, what I end up doing is I have 2 refrigerator freezer combos in my garage. I have a deep freezer. I had a second deep freezer, but the second deep freezer died. So I only have 1 deep freezer currently. I really am in the market for another deep freezer just because the deep freezer works a lot better and does a better job than like the regular freezer combos. So, but yeah. Let's see. Brittany Smoke said I did save the brisket. I think it was the PID controller that was going haywire. Well, listen, what did Grumpus say? The more he relies on technology, the more he wants to cook old school. It's kind of the luck of the draw almost sometimes, man. Like, I had an issue with my Traeger. I was trying to cook a ribeye roast, and the thing just wouldn't come up the temperature. Coming to find out, the wire was like the power wire for the PID and the fan. It moved. I don't know what happened, but the wire was stuck in the fan. The electrical cord was stuck in the fan, and because of that, it couldn't use the fan to blow the air into the cook chamber, and like it just wouldn't get up to temperature. Are you going to go up on your catering prices? I have gone up on my catering prices. Like I have. I won't say I like it, but I mean, I have had no choice. It's just like peach smell. It's ridiculous. I have had no choice in to go up on my prices on my food because, like, there's nothing I can do. Kip says, do you know about Shirley fabrication smokers? I sure do. I know a guy who has been waiting almost 3 years for a Shirley fabrication smoker. So let's see, Michigan, the state. He said he is on, where on the mitt? West side of the mitten. So let's say he's in Flint, all right? So let's say Flint. We're gonna need some directions. Look at this. Constable. I'm gonna need directions from Flint. I don't know how far or close from Flint he is. But the good thing is you can go right through New York and across. So let's just put it this way. Alright, so let's see. Jeremy. Alright, so Jeremy, are you still there, Jeremy? She's got a motorcycle? Taylor, man, I'm telling you. Oh, dude. That's why you married her, man. My wife is trying to sell her 2019 Indian. What Indian is it? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I cannot entertain thoughts of buying a motorcycle. I cannot entertain thoughts of buying a motorcycle. I actually have a vehicle on order. I found out tonight it was imported. One guess as to what manufacturer the vehicle is. But can you guys guess what type of vehicle? Not what type, but what vehicle it is that I ordered. Let's see if you guys can guess it. Sure you file an extension. If you don't owe, there's no penalty. No, I don't. I didn't file an extension, but I did. I do not owe. I should not owe. No. Be well. Will be extremely happy. I've owned Yoder, LSG, and surely spanked them all. All right, kid. That's what's up. All right, evening Indian Scout. All right. Nice. This is really fabulous. Yeah, still never pulled the trigger. Yeah, well, unfortunately. No. Jimmy says a VW. Yes, it is a Volkswagen. Now, to narrow it down, what type of Volkswagen is it? Brent Smoke said a GTR, or as Samet would say, a GTR. No, he doesn't say it like that. He says like S15 or S13. Nah, I wish it was a GTR. Trust me, dude. Like, I think I would be a phenomenal drifter. I just do not have the money to sink into drifting, nor do I have the time. Yo, if I was doing barbecue full time and could like do barbecue and drifting full time, I would have a drift set up where my trailer that would tow my drift car would tow my smoker or tow a grill behind me. I'm only like an hour and a half away from Summit Point, which is like my local place to drift. All right, so where's Jeremy? Jeremy is, I'm guessing. So let's say, I don't know where in Michigan he is. He said he's on the, I think he's at east side or west side. Shoot, let's see. Oh shoot, he's at the west side of the mid. Damn. He's probably 13 hours. It is not a Passat. Oh my goodness. Let's see what is Muskegon. Let's see, Flint. Let's say Muske. Muskegon. It's probably like another hour or so. Another 2 hours. So let's say 15 hours. Okay, let's say 15 hours. He's 15 hours away from where the van is in Hyannis. All right, Hyannis is central Cape Cod, like center of the Cape. Oh goodness, 15 hours. Goodness gracious. So there's 15 hours to Cape Cod, right? Then it's 8 hours from Cape Cod to Baltimore, and then so let's just, I mean, for giggles, let's add a destination. Yep. Oh no. So we need to go from here. All right. So, and then we're gonna add a destination back to Muskegon. Round trip, you're looking at 32 hours and 2,000 miles to do that. To do that trip. Drift while pulling the smoker. You be the first. Mark III golf. No, burn all the Mark IIIs first and foremost, and two, it is a new vehicle. It is a brand new vehicle. This will if I pull the trigger. Uncle Steve, what's going on? Uncle Steve, you know what I've been doing with your... Yo, actually, I think we... Hold on one second. I'm going to show you what I've been doing with Uncle Steve's shake. Uncle Steve sent me some dessert shake, and dessert shake goodness it is. I am in our refrigerator currently. And I am going to show you guys like the cheat code. The cheat code of cheat codes. Dessert shake. Yeah. This right here. Delicious. It's not doing anything for my blood sugar. All right. So, first and foremost, you need this. The sweet dessert shake. The sweet dessert shake is cinnamon, sugar, and some salt. Yo, if you don't know about putting salt in your desserts, it's something wrong with you, because salt is a flavor enhancer. And when I say this right here enhances the flavor of your whatever it is that you are using, listen, this is not rice pudding. It's like rice pudding. There is an Indian restaurant not too far from my house, and my wife wanted Indian the other day. Remember I told you that there was a sudden death in the family? It was my wife's niece. So, my wife wanted some comfort food. She asked me to go get her Indian. I got her Indian, and the meals that I got came with dessert. This is, I don't know what the rice, like I said, the easiest thing for me to tell you is rice pudding, but it's not rice pudding. It's like the Indian version of rice pudding. Sean, padding model. Ran out of butcher paper. Oh, Jeremy said he ran out of butcher paper. That can be a problem. That can be problematic. I have run out of aluminum foil before. And when I say run out of aluminum foil, I have run out of aluminum foil in my garage or in the house. I have one, and let's see what do I have in there. All right, let me show you guys real quick. Come on, turn the camera. So there is my permanent placement. That is my kitchen. So when you guys see me, usually I have my camera set up here at the end of the island. This is a 6-foot island. You can kind of see how long it is there. So 6-foot island, and I stand at the opposite end of the island. But you see, this is where my foil resides. My foil roll, my box of foil sits there. So I have one that stays in the house. I have one that stays out in the garage. And usually I have one spare. But yo, the foil right now is $32 for a box. That box of foil was $32. Like, prices just gotten real. All right, let's see. Thoughts on making your own Kip says, what are your thoughts on making your own rub versus store-bought when catering, especially price? So Kip, I am a believer of consistency. One of the things that I can honestly say, and I'm mixing the I'm gonna say the problem, the difference between the Indian rice pudding is it's not seasoned. It is sweet and it is creamy, but it's not like, it doesn't have that savory element which the salt and the cinnamon adds. So I add a little bit of the dessert shake, mix it up, and when I say bee's knees, man, y'all gotta stick with me. I need to add a little bit more. When I say a little bit, I covered the top. Yo, there you go. Ooh, Uncle Steve, man. Thank you, sir. Seriously. Listen, if you don't know, Steven, are you there? Can you post a link to Uncle Steve's website? If you can't or don't, I will post it in a moment, but Let me close that top before I knock it over. Quentin, how you doing? He says, hey, yo. Let's call it here. All right, thank you. I can never remember the name of this particular dessert. Oh, and I appreciate you though. Thank you, webcam billionaire. Kip says Sean, patio model also doesn't have 3-year wait. It's like 8 to 12 months. Mine is baked to a trailer pit. Cook 52 big pork butts at once. Nope, Jimmy, not an Atlas. So easy to make. All right. 49120. Let's see how close. 49120. Niles, Michigan. Oh, so even further south. Jeez. All right. So we're looking at 32 hours all told. Let's go. 49120. 31 hours all told. So to get to the Cape, you're looking at 15 hours. To get from the Cape to Baltimore, you're looking at 8 hours. And then from the, let's see, options, no, close, details. All right, so let's see here. 14 and a half hours to get from 49120 to the Cape, 954 miles. From Hyannis to Baltimore is 450 miles. Yep. Yeah. And it says 7 hours and 14 minutes, but you probably won't do it in less than 8 hours. And then from Baltimore back to Michigan, you're looking at 9 hours, so 606 miles. Dude, a 2,000-mile trip. Like, I would love. Thanks, Grumpus. I appreciate you. So Kip, I'm gonna do a store bought, only because the consistency factor. I'm sorry, I got so easily distracted. Consistency. So I will tell you, there are certain things that I use some Uncle Steve shake. There are some things that I use some store-bought stuff, but I always doctor up some things that I buy store-bought, or I use a couple things in conjunction. I never use one. I typically never use one thing like solely. Rice care, Indian rice pudding. Kip says 36502. Let's see, where's Kip? Kip. Oh, I got my fan blowing on me. If you know, you know. Let's see. That's that. 36502. Is that what it was? 36502. Alabama. All right. Roll Tide, is that Alabama? That's Alabama, right? Roll Tide? Sorry. Roll Tide. So I have an uncle that lives in Alabama. I don't know where in Alabama he is, but yeah. Quentin, what are you putting the up arrow for, man? So Jimmy is not an Atlas. Kip, I did answer this, and I'm gonna repeat it. Store-bought, just because the consistency is there. Layer in, yeah, buddy. Like a cow shake, a smoke bomb. Yes, indeed, definitely, Uncle Steve. Definitely do layer some stuff up. The smoke bomb. I have used the smoke bomb. I like thick meat and smoke bomb. Or I'll use the smoke bomb on some vegetables. I've used the smoke bomb. It might have been some burgers, like thick meat and smoke bomb on some burgers, some smash burgers. Taylor says, ew, War Eagle. What are you talking about? Jeremy says try that peach brandy with some sweet tea. Oh, I already know that's gonna be a winning combination. Yo, tea and peach. Mm, 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 mm. Already know. I'm not a rookie when it comes to mixing stuff. I'm telling you, sweet tea. I used to go to Chick-fil-A and have sweet tea on Wednesdays just so I could use it to drink with my moonshine. Grumpus says, I use smoke I use smoke bomb whenever I use the indoor oven. Shoot, I use smoke bomb when I use the outdoor oven. Kip says I use store bought a lot, but I've been playing around with a few ingredients and stuff is starting to taste pretty good. There's nothing wrong with using with seasoning things yourself. The only thing, and here's my take on that. If you have the ability to get the raw ingredients, the raw seasonings, and you can mix your own, then fine. There are a lot of you guys who have the ability to go down to your store, HEB or Kroger, whatever, and buy raw seasonings or your ingredients and make something. Where I am, unfortunately, it's not as easy. When I was in Texas, I saw how easy it was for Marcus and Alton to buy raw seasonings, and I'm like, dang, like, and not only to buy the raw seasonings from Fiesta brand was the name. They have like full-on Fiesta brand end caps, or you can get like 32 or 52 or 102 different seasonings. I don't have that capability. So I had to tailor my barbecue and my seasonings to what I could get. So it's a little harder. Jeremy says there's a lag on our time. It is 10:21 right now. Yeah, I have 10:23. So I am a moment or so behind. Jerry says, hey, hi Dash, my bro. What's going on? Trying Ras Malaya? Next time you go to the Indian restaurant. First love. He says, yo, Dash. Ras Malaya. So I got a seafood delight. Do not get me the lion. I could try to find the menu, but again, my wife really likes Indian, and my problem is, there's too much sauces. I kind of want to know what I'm eating, so yeah, we still have a lot of it left over. There's some vegetable curry in the refrigerator currently. Bob Campaign says restaurant Indian food is good, but it's getting expensive. Yeah, man, like everything. Clint says just order smoke bomb, cow shake, and pig shake from Uncle Steve. Well, Uncle Steve, Quentin, hopefully you mentioned the fact that you heard from me. Uncle Steve hooks you guys up when you place orders and you say Dash sent me or something about me and this live stream. He sends something extra. Bernie says it's not just about getting raw ingredients. It's tough to find quality raw ingredients. Most commercial rubs are using the better ingredients. There you go. That is another component too, Bernie. Nail on the head. So I watched what was I'm trying to think the guy's name or what the show was, but it was one of those like barbecue shows back in the day, and they were asking him like, do you make your own rubs? He said, hell no. This old crotchety dude, he said, hell no, I don't make my own rubs. He said, I make the meat. He said these companies spend millions of dollars getting these rubs right. He said all I got to do is get the combination of the rubs that they made right. Light bulb went off in my head. Because I'm like, he's right. I don't have to fight and figure out how to make them consistent if I'm going and buying a rub. Okay, go on. He said all I have to do is get the combination right and figure out what I like in the combination. And I'm like, damn, this dude's like, He said, why reinvent the wheel? That company spent millions of dollars inventing that wheel. I don't need to reinvent it. All I have to do is put the components together to make that wheel work. And I was like, this dude is a fucking genius. So that has been my philosophy for a very long time. I am not trying to reinvent the wheel. I am just trying to put the components together. I need the tire. I need the wheel. I need some, the valve stem. I need all of those things to put those components together and make it a complete wheel and tire package. Yeah. Johnny Trigg, the Godfather. Yep. There you go. That's exactly who it was, Bernie. Dude, I like Johnny Trigg, man. It made so much sense. And dude, man, Johnny Trigg was he was an old crotchety dude. Old crotchety dude, man. What the hell? He like, what the hell? I'm trying to, man, hell no. I'm gonna put the right combination together to what I like. He said they spent the money. Why am I going to go ahead and? I was like, damn, this guy's right. Jimmy said, I don't know if I can see you in a golf. Nope, not a golf. There's just have you try Cosmos Q. I do have some Cosmos Q rub. I was lucky enough, one of my subscribers sent me some Cosmos Q rubs. Excuse me. A long time ago. Those rubs are okay. They're a little sweeter than I would like. Like, he uses a lot of sugar. He uses a lot of, I believe it's turbinado sugar in his rubs. And that just, I'm a diabetic. Not for nothing, but also, it's just like the sugar is just not my thing when it comes to barbecue. I'm more of a savory person. At least when cooking on a offset, because smoke is more important than a rub. Kip says, okay. All right, Quentin, thank you. At least so Quentin says, okay, I left a note that Dash sent me from his live stream. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, man, Quentin, definitely report back. How about Meat Church? Yes, I have used Meat Church as well. Actually like Meat Church's rubs. I can't even remember why or how I got into or tried Meat Church. And I think it was just one of those things where he was one of the more prominent seasoning makers when I kind of first got started. But if I dug deep enough, I probably could find some Meat Church rubs. I'm trying to think of my favorite Meat Church rub. Actually, let me look on their website. Meat Church barbecue. Oh, as soon as I see it. Was it the Holy Cow that I really like? Yeah, it was the Holy Cow. Pretty sure. I think it was the Holy Cow. Yep, Holy Cow was the one that I was just like, man. But I'm telling you, Uncle Steve's, he's got that Holy Cow beat. I'm just saying. Uncle Steve definitely has the Holy Cow beat. And Uncle Steve's version of Holy Cow is the thick meat. But I have not had the Holy Voodoo, honey bacon barbecue. I don't eat pork, so nope. Honey hog, I've had. So I got like, I think I got a 4-pack, the bulk bag combo. But this was before he developed some of these. So I got these nuts, the honey hog hot barbecue, And it might have just been those three. It might have just been the Holy Cow, the Honey Hog, and these nuts. Those are the three that I got. Because there was a three combo. Kip says, I love a sweet rub on pork though with some heat. So what you do though, Kip, if you are into that, is you put the sweet kind of on towards the end. Because the sugar in the sweet will burn. Kip says Academy sells meat church. Yo, we looked into it. The closest Academy is 400 miles away from me. What up, Darnell? He's Starving Pig Barbecue. How's it going? Oh, how about the Holy Gospel Rub? What is the Holy Gospel Rub? I've never had that one. Never had it. All-purpose. Just looking at the picture here, it looks like there's less pepper in it than the Holy Cow. I know I like the Holy Cow. I am. Sean said, I knew I recognized your name. I'm in the LSC Facebook group. I'm not. I'm sad. I'm going to drown away my pain. I might even drink some more. I'm sad because I'm drinking. I drink because I'm sad. Rare flex. Like, oh, I knew your name. You're in the LSC group. I'm in the LSC group too. We're just gonna flex on everybody. It shows we have LSGs. Anyway, hour and a half in, I reminded myself. Three reasons for Dash to move to Texas: 1 HEB, 2 Academy, and 3 Buc-ee's. Oh, man. There's another the fourth reason is, the pew pew reason. There's lots of open spaces and ranges and stuff like that there in Texas. Oh my gosh. And there's no waiting period when you purchase a pistol. What? That should be number 4 right there, Grumpus. Like, definitely. Though, a big deterrent from Dash moving to Texas is the heat. It is freaking hot in Texas. Hot. Alright. I promised you guys I would post the link. Pit though, it ain't surely. I don't have a big smoker though, just a Weber Smoky Mountain and a Weber 26. A Weber 20. You got the freaking the ranch, Sean? Word? I dare you to cook a single hot dog. Not even a single hot dog. A single pig and a blanket on your the Weber ranch hand. Be like Justin. Grumpus said, oh yeah, number 4, Grumpus. Nope. Maybe like number 17, Grumpus. I could fill in some other reasons for me to come to Texas. But I mean you definitely make the list. You be like top 20. But 15 to 17, Grumpus. FCB said it's too bad their electric grid is less reliable than a Volkswagen. Oh, wow. So, RCB, if you're gonna make a joke, you actually got to get it correct. Most Volkswagen have timing belts, not chains, or at least a lot of them have belts, which is why they're not very reliable. But there are some that do have chains, and the chain tensioners are the problem. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? I guess Jamie's saying she's late, but it's all right, Jamie. I know your hair is too busy blowing in the wind for you to get here on time. It's all right though. Kip said I could want a PK360, a Hunsacker drum, and a Shirley trailer pit. Nice. The ranch is massive. The 26 is bigger than the 22, but not by that much. Get the fuck out of here. What? So, what is the ranch? Like a 30 some odd inch or something? Why aren't you sleeping yet? Alright, well, go ahead. Go ahead, bye. You should be sleeping. Test us the number 3 just walked by. Alright. KB says first. Alright. James says, hey yo, I'm in the backseat of a bumpy car on a back-ass road, late as hell, reporting for Marcus. I'm just gonna leave that one alone. I'm just leaving it alone. Blind man cooking, I am biting my tongue. Biting my tongue. Literally biting my tongue. The ranch is 36, not 26. Alright, well damn. Weird flex. Shit, I ain't got either. Okay. He got the 26 of whoever. He in the Lone Star Grills group. I just got a broke down van that's stuck in Massachusetts. I do have some Uncle Steve shake though. What you got, Sean? What you got? Yo, and my Kier, that's what it's called, Kier. My Kier's empty. Go looking, Uncle Steve. I'm about to fill up my cup again. Coming home from dinner. I'm telling you, Jamie, you're just not making it any better. Like I could pivot and like you know how my mind works. I'm trying to keep it PG because I don't know who's gonna be watching this one later on the replay. Rick, he says hello. Swan Life or Heath Riles rubs. No, I have not had any of Heath Riles rubs. Darnell said the ranch has a hefty price tag of $1,500. I think if not $1,800. Yeah, well, Sean, he he can't compete. He ain't got none of this. I'm gonna get some more ice because I have some more of my peach brandy. Like I said, I'm about to just finish this off. I'm gonna sleep good. So I'm coming over to my bougie ice making machine. Oh my goodness. Only bad thing about using a bougie ice making machine is the fact that I need to fill it up. So I want to reservoir first thing in the mornings, but let's see here. You guys can I get a? All right. So usually fill up the reservoir first thing in the morning, but as we have been using more ice lately, I have been having to fill it up once a day versus once every other day or once every 3 days. I love this thing still. Jamie, you still there? And Jamie, have you gotten? You need to get an ice maker. Is your ice machine working on your refrigerator yet? And there is a reservoir in the bottom of the container here, and the reservoir that's down here in the bottom of the container will actually, the reservoir that's in here will fill up this container, you know, we'll call this the vessel, full of ice. So, yeah. Let's see. All right. So I am back in my seats, and we got the brandy. I'm just gonna send it, and the rest of the peach brandy and some citrus energy drink. Yes. Holy cow. It was not a genie. That was successor number 3. She has a wrap on her head. You guys, if you have not already seen the video for tomorrow, you will see that her hair is out, so she has to, you know, wrap it up for when she goes to sleep. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Alright. So, I'm trying to catch back up. Quint says, damn, I didn't know Weber's cost that much. Man, they gotta maintain market share by charging as much as they do. KB says, taste test number 3. Rick says, was that a genie? Kim says, the wrench is a terrible design. The Weber Premium and Master Touch models are both designed better for ash clean out and other features. Yes. I am not sure which one I have. I guess it's the Premium, but the Premium with the table. So I can't remember what that specific model was, but I don't think they sell the one with the table any longer. But that's the one that I got. But the problem was I smell burning plastic. He's got something in the dishwasher that's burning. The specific model I had did not have the hardware, and that's why I couldn't use the actual table. So that's why I had to cut a hole in a stainless steel table, and put my Weber in it. But dude, that whole ash catching system, oof, goodness. It is, yeah. I only use Bowler Fiesta rubs most of the time. Nice. Quentin says Weber Ranch is $18.49. Wowzers. Rick says Fiesta rubs are money. Jimmy says the man. Bowler Fiesta rubs are usually cheaper than a lot of commercial rubs. Also, yeah, they are. Have you seen Blue Collar Smokers? I do believe I have. I don't know why, but probably one of you guys. Liquor with an energy drink, trying to see if you can get drunk or stay up longer. A little both. Have you not seen me drink on these live streams? It's what I do. That one's called the Weber Performer. It is the Weber Performer. Master Touch has the igniter. So my Weber Performer does have the igniter, but I've never actually hooked it up. Because of how I set things up, because I did actually use the panel, I couldn't use the panel because the wires are not long enough. The Performer is still available. I got 3 in the store right now. All right, Rick, that's what's up. Lowry seasoned salt has been my go-to for 20 plus years. So Jeremy, man, I don't know, man. Like, Jimmy, I don't know if you still haven't guessed which vehicle it is that I ordered. So keep guessing, Jimmy, since you're the only one guessing, which you do have it. I won't say narrow, but it is a Volkswagen. And no, I'm not even gonna cheat and be like, oh no, it's an Audi. So no, it is a Volkswagen, branded Volkswagen. Still working on opening my catering business for corporate and upscale events only. Nice. It's not a Jetta. I've owned 2 Jettas in my lifetime. Actually, 3 Jettas in my lifetime. Kip said I don't mind paying extra money for the Heath Browse garlic jalapeno rub. That stuff is like crack. It would literally make armpits taste heavenly. I bet there's MSG in it then. A rubber kettle is hard to beat for if you can only have one grill. I agree. Rick says Jetta. Nope. Marcus says aloha everyone. So that means he is home and plopped on his couch. He is on the couch. Hold on, let me wave to Jamie. Jamie. Now Jamie's probably in bed. She is like, I'm not even gonna stay up. She probably laying down already. Jamie, good night. I yelled so she can hear me because I know Marcus is watching in the family room, the great room. Am I on a projector right now, Marcus? My big ass head on the projector? About to what? Man. So you have to let me know. Nope, not a Tiguan. Rick, nope, not a Tiguan. Yeah, I am. I put a hurting. This was some peach brandy. It's stronger once it's hot. Marcus says, yes, sir. LOL. It is not a Passat. I own a Passat. And funny how you spelled it. FCB says, the electric car. What is the electric car called? Grumpus says, the Taos. No. Kip says, what do you like on steak? What do I like on steak? I like steak on steak. Oddly enough, I actually had ribeye yesterday. I used my sous vide and I sous vide some ribeyes and used my flamethrower, the weed burner flamethrower, and brought them in. And my wife made a salad and had a steak with a salad, and she's like, you have 2 steaks. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get some sides later. Man, I had a steak with a steak. I did give her half of one of my steaks though. Jeremy says, hit them likes. If you have not already, hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it if you could. I say this all the time, but it really is true. It really does help these videos. It helps me feel better about doing these videos, and it helps my channel. And it doesn't cost you guys a thing. So, what I would like to do, FCB says the ID4. Finally, there is the answer. So FCB, I will tell you, I ordered an ID4 in March of 2021. It is June of 2022. The bad is I don't have my vehicle yet. The good is I was in the Volkswagen dealership today. I went and bought a oil filter and a fuel filter. And I said, all right, well, before I leave, I'm going to go up to the showroom and find out what's the status of my vehicle. I go in and he's like, oh, hey, look, it's at the port. It is stateside. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it is stateside. That means that you might have it before the month is out. What? So Kip says, I usually go salt, pepper, garlic, and cayenne. Sometimes use some melted butter with rosemary and garlic. Nice. So on these steaks, I just did salt, so some crystal salt, crystallized sea salt, some garlic granulated garlic, because there's a difference between granulated garlic and garlic powder. Crystallized sea salt, granulated garlic, and coarse black pepper. Hey Marcus, can you hook a brother up with some coarse black pepper? I really need some coarse black pepper, please. Brandon Smokes is one of the best ways to cook a steak. Yes, indeed. Marcus says, aloha again. Harry Nusek said it's hysterical what the car companies have been doing for the last 2 years, just selling dreams. Yeah. FCB says that's awesome. FCB says you'll have to let us know how you like it. Well, listen to me. I'm telling you, I am going to be doing a hell of a lot of, ID4 videos. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Marcus, do I need to call Jamie and text Jamie and ask Jamie to, because, I know how you be, especially after you be drinking, because I'll be the same way. Clinton said, which car? He said, I froze the Volkswagen ID4. And the specific model that I got is the Pro S, I think is what it is. It's the all-wheel drive version with the extra battery capacity. And, of course, all-wheel drive. Like, higher battery capacity, higher horsepower, and multiple... Marcus says, I know how to mail stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. Quentin says, oh, the ID4, nice. I looked into one of those. Lordstown Motors has Lordstown Motors has everyone waiting. Got a year free supercharging. Oh, you got the fastest one. Hell yeah, man. The ID4 is for Harley smokers. Yes, indeed. Though it does only have a towing capacity. I actually think the towing capacity on the ID4 is lower than the towing capacity on the Passat. But it does have. I did get the tow hitch. You know me. Where there's a yeah. Kip says my PK360 is a steak kicking machine. It doesn't even need my help with it. Yeah, man. I already know about them PK grills. I know about them PK grills. Man, I saw a couple PKs in action cooking on the SCA tour. I'm like, yo, I just can't justify $1,000 for a PK grill to really cook steaks on. Now you need a new trailer, pit the track behind, painted to match, of course. I don't know. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. He says, hi, Dash. Left a like. I really do appreciate it. Jeremy says, I like to put my pepper and garlic when my steak is off the grill. It seems to get a better taste. A bitter taste if it gets seared. Just use salt before I cook, and during the rest is when I pepper and garlic. All right, Jeremy, I might have to try that. Rick said, bro, you put a hitch on a moped. Guilty. Guilty. I have hitches on every single vehicle I own. And if it does not have a hitch, I have installed a hitch. My Jetta, I installed the hitch. My Passat, I installed the hitch. My wife's past vehicle, the Dodge Grand Caravan, I installed the hitch. My Vanna came with the hitch installed, so I didn't have to install it, thank goodness. My wife's current van, the Chrysler Pacifica, I installed the hitch. Yeah, every single vehicle. Actually, I do have one vehicle that does not have a hitch on it currently. It is the 2001 Dodge Dakota. It's sitting in a driveway currently. It was in a garage, but that one does not have a hitch on it. I'm trying to think, all my other vehicles. My Expedition. I can't remember if the Expedition had one. My wife's Dodge Diamante did not have a trailer hitch. Expedition, I don't remember towing anything with it. No, that was, it did not have a hitch on it. I had Sous Amigo. Sous Amigo had a hitch on it. Before the election, I paid $6.99 for my PK. Now it's $9.99. Dude, man, aluminum. The cost of aluminum. Let's not go there. Let's just not go there. Yeah, the cost of aluminum. Everything. Rick says, you see, I'm very observant. You're absolutely correct. And you're not wrong. You are not wrong. I listen, I tow everything. I built that trailer. You know how much money I have made on that trailer? Having a trailer is like just as good, if not better, than having a pickup truck, bro. Like, for real. People look at me sideways all the time when I show up with my Passat in the trailer. They're like, "Why do you have that trailer on this car?" Duh, because the car can tow stuff. The car can tow stuff. Duh, like this car can tow 2,500 pounds easily. I'm about to say I brought home all of my smokers with my vehicles. Actually, Bernadette I brought home with Vanna, but Bessie and Vicky, they were brought home by my cars, man. Yeah, I brought them both home with the Jetta. The Jetta had a lower towing capacity. Actually, the Jetta had a higher towing capacity. I think the Jetta could tow 2,500 pounds, where the Passat can only tow 2,000 pounds, I think. But, it's 500 pounds between friends. Shoot. The Jetta had a 1.9 liter TDI, and the Passat has a 2 liter. But the difference is the way the tow hitch was anchored slash mounted on the Jetta. It went through the rear frame versus the Passat. It clamps on the outside edge of the frame. So there's the difference in the tow capacity. The Grand Caravan and the Chrysler Pacifica, though, like, I think we're good for like 4,000 pounds, 3,500, 4,000 pounds. Rick said, "Duh, the car can tow stuff." Yes, indeed. Kip says, "My Shirley trailer weighs right at 2,500 pounds, then I would have no problem towing it." Quentin says, "I'm probably going with the Kia EV6. I love the fact that I can power my workstation from the charge port feature." So, it's crazy, Quentin. I think it's the Kia. Let me see. We looked at that one, and that was only because, like, oh, 1 second. Kia EV6. Is it the one? There's another one that there's people that have. Oh, it's Iconic? Is that one? I think that's what it's called. Okay, so Ionic is the Hyundai. Yes, there's a couple parents. Damn it, there's a couple parents that or actually there's one parent that has one of these. The Hyundai Ionic, and I looked at it, but I'm like, I don't know. Just try to straight. Nope. Looking for a mixer. Uzi. Really, Quentin says it's fantastic. Really? Let's see. Yeah. What is it? Which one was it? 86. 86. Whoa. Well, the GT is 51.2. Let's build one. Build yours. Hell yeah, brother. That exterior. Alright, so I definitely want the GT line, which is going to be all-wheel drive. How do I build one? Let's go back. Exterior. Features. I didn't make this so difficult. Okay, so here we go. We have the lights, the wind E all-wheel drive, the GT line rear-wheel drive, the GT line all-wheel drive starts at 55. So let's just pick the my coworkers sending text messages right now. They're messing up my live stream, so I can't go anything less. I'm like top of the line, like buy once, cry once. So we're looking at 55 to start. Let's see the colors here. Steel gray is not available. Steel matte gray color. I don't know about a matte color. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the square shape. That one, too. When you cast iron cooking, I'm not really into that long with smoking meat. Kip, I do some cast iron cooking. You know what? Here's a glimpse. Come on. There is my Dutch oven, and there is that's a 12-inch skillet, and I have a 15-inch skillet. I think it's a 12-inch, and I have a 15-inch skillet in the bottom of the oven. Let's look at this. So there's blue, white, black. Let's forget about it. Let's just do black. The black is gonna cost me $500 extra. Or a matte. I don't want matte. Yo, really? White vegan leather with black suede trim, which is going to cost me another $200. Yo, why would I want the seats white? What sense does that make? So now I have. So you can get, let's see here. Black vegan leather with white vegan leather. Black suede with white vegan. Alright, so I'm going to get the black vegan leather with the white vegan leather trim, which is ridiculous to me because you have black seats and then like white edges. Black on black. Alright, let's see what other options there are. Oh, this is two vehicles matching nearby. 10 minutes. Fastest on the market for the price. Wow. Jeremy says he loves cast iron cooking. I do have some other cast iron stuff. We have a nice griddle that has some like grill marks and stuff, and a couple like cookie makers. Not a fan of these new matte finishes. My car gotta be. He said, "My car gotta be shiny." Ice cream paint job. Kip says, "It's awesome. I love using my cast iron on the smoker." Yeah, dog. I mean, who wants white with? I mean, like a white. Anyway. All right. So let's see options and accessories. Let's see what else I can order. Cargo cover. Nope. Don't need that. Cargo mat. Don't need that. Cargo tray. Carpeted floor mat. Oh, who wants carpet? Man, I need some what are those mats called? What are those mats called? Those high, those mats. You know what I'm talking about. So right now, it's showing my bill summary is at $57,690. Golly. 57 before tax, before tags, and all that other stuff. This is gonna be a $62,000 car. Like, no joke. I don't know how I could afford that one. No joke, no cap, as the kids would say. Finished building. They have one in this specific build. A destination fee. So the all-wheel drive trim is $55,900. Adding the black paint is $500. A destination fee of $1,200. The bill total is 58. It's just 2 vehicle matches nearby. In Owens Mills, which is only about 15 miles away. Oh, this is crazy. Hey, Steven. Thank you, sir. Y'all have a great rest of the week. Good night. WeatherTech. Yes, WeatherTech. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Freaking peach brandy. Have y'all tried high-end knives? I'm loving the Dow Strong Shogun. I do actually have a Dow Strong Shogun. And I guess it's going to be next week's video. I will show you my Dow Strong Shogun. This is not 2 exact matches. This is not the color that I wanted. And this is in Falls Church, which is 40 miles away. And the other one is in Dulles, which is 48 miles away. This one is 10 miles away. It's still not the same color I wanted. Anyway. Oh wait, it's just 2 exact matches. Where are they? I don't see exact matches. These aren't exact matches. It's not the color that I wanted. Yeah, y'all feeling. XX. Close out me church. Close out the maps. I don't need to know the weight on the van anymore. Anyway, back to you guys. Let's see. Jimmy's laughing. I really got into cowboy cooking about 10 years ago. Open fire, smoking, and cast iron for baking the sides. There is nothing like a seared Wagyu on a hot iron, man. I love my Worcester knives, yeah. Grumpus, I wish I could have. I wish if I could afford them. I do have one Dow Strong knife. And, well, you guys saw, I was talking about the Dow Strong knife in the last video that I put up. I used it to slice up my vegetables and the brisket. That knife really only comes out for special occasions. Marcus is still there. I know Marcus is like, knives. I buy a new $5 knife every week. Or a new $10 knife every week. And me, I'm like, man, I'm going to get my $10 knife sharpened. Sure. Hey, Bumpy. Yo, shout out to Bumpy. We are at 2 hours and 7 minutes. And, I know Bumpy's going to be watching this again later. Just want to say shout out to Bumpy. Because he watches. What up, Johnny? Johnny, you know what? I got a special treat for Johnny. Hold on, Johnny. Hold on. I got to go get it. Something I want to show you, Johnny. And I'm not in my normal spot. I had to sit in a different spot because this is where the air conditioner is. But yeah, I knew I had it in a prominent position, but the problem was it fell from the prominent position to a less prominent position. Yeah, man. Look, I didn't. But now, So, all right, let me just show you real quick, Johnny. So, I feel honored, one, that I have it, but this is my normal spot, okay? And there's my Eagles hat, and there's my Crimson Creek hat, and this hat now resides right here. So on the live streams, it will, when I come back to over here, this is my dining room. My dining room table is a mess right now because it's full of crap. And it's warmer in my dining room than it is in my family room. The family room is where I hang out during the summer. See that blue light back there? That one right there? That is the air conditioner. And by the way, see this fan? Yeah, all of that's needed. It's hot here, and I don't have central air, so portable AC unit and a fan. That's how I get down. FCB says I'm calling it a night. Have a good one, everyone. Yes, sir. You too. All right, let's get my back up to live. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out the video for tomorrow. WhatsApp is a great kitchen investment. I've never been sorry purchasing them. Yeah, my AC is going out. Blower stopped working today. Dang, Johnny. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm telling you, it's crazy. So my house is older, and because my house is older, I have window units. So aside from this one, that one there, this is the only portable unit. Everywhere else in the house, we have window AC units. And I had a window AC unit for this family room, and I'll say the entire first floor, because the unit I had for the first floor cooled the entire first floor. It's like I think it's like a 20 or 25,000 BTU unit. But the problem is I could not put it in a window by myself. Like, it would take me and another grown man to put it into a window. So my wife got tired of me like having to wait or depend on someone to come to the house in order to help me put the air conditioner in the window. So we bought this one. Well, this one is only like a 15,000 BTU unit, and it doesn't have the same oomph at all. At all. Yeah, it cools off this room and the kitchen. It does cool off the downstairs. I'm not even gonna lie and say it doesn't. It does cool off the downstairs, but it does not work as efficiently and as effectively as that 25,000 BTU unit did. Johnny says I have a separate unit upstairs in my office. Man, listen, I wish I had a separate office and a separate unit in my office, because I would never leave my office. I like it, like, I want to be cold. My wife, on the other hand, oh my god, man, the summer is where we differ when it comes to temperature. Like, I can't sleep if I'm too hot. Like, I'll just toss and turn. Jeremy says, feel the heat on the tube running out of the window. Feel the heat on the tube running out the window. Oh, yeah. I already know. There's a inlet and an outlet. Dude, that tube running out is hot. Crazy hot. Jeremy says, window unit is where it's at. I already know, Jeremy, but, there's... When it's cheaper to just be like, yes, dear. I'm telling you, it's easier to just be like, yes, dear. Because when she wanted this one, I was like, it's not a good idea. It's not going to cool as effectively. It's not going to work as well. But it's so much easier. It's portable. It's this. It's that. I'm like, it's not going to work as well. So now I have a 25,000 BTU unit that's sitting in my basement that I can't get up the stairs by myself. That is down there until I get someone to be able to help me, because I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to install it in one of these videos in one of these windows. You know what I need to do? Let's get a damn table. That's what I need to do. Get a table, and then I can put it up in there myself. Yeah. Jeremy, don't laugh at me, man. Skinner Farm says, hey, buddy. How you doing? I still got Drake in my cup. Marcus, you sleep yet? Marcus, you still awake? Who else was here earlier that's just like, all of a sudden they stopped commenting? We are at 2 hours and 14 minutes. My goodness. This is what energy drinks do. Just like them remodel shows that make over a whole house in a half an hour. And the wife says, I can do that. Well, you know what? One of my best friends, he says, we can do, his wife says, What we can do, he's like, who's we? You got a mouse in your pocket? Oh my God. Marcus, you got real quiet. How's that drinking? It if the drink is not cold, you will have to mix it with something. It is you know, but you make stuff anyway. Wow, turkey and coke. KB says I'm still here. That's what's up. Sorry, I'm watching the Celtics. Why would you watch the Celtics? Taste test number one, almost bigger as big as you. Help is in the house. Grumpus, you have children. Are your children as strong as you are, Grumpus? Let me just ask you that. Just answer that question for me, Grumpus. Jeremy says, I know, bro. Not laughing at you, with you. Bro, dog, I'm telling you, man. She'd be like, oh, we can do that. I tried it with sweet tea, Coke, Sprite, Big Red, and Orange Fanta. I will keep yelling to wake you up. I'm telling you, it's one of those things where it goes with almost anything. Like, what haven't I been able to drink moonshine with? Grapefruit juice. There's something that's just like, It's like one thing and another thing just don't work together. Grapefruit juice is probably the only thing. Huh. So Grumpus, I'm waiting. Are your sons as strong as you are? I'm standing up now. He's trying to keep from falling asleep. Oh, dude, it is Wednesday. I know you have to get up in a couple hours to go ahead on and get your smoker started. So, I do not feel bad, and I don't take it personally if you fall asleep, but you better. You better watch the replay. Quentin says I can't do grapefruit juice either. I have to use it as a kid. I used to like it as a kid though. Yeah. Grumpus says no, I can still take him down. So that's the thing, Grumpus. Yo, taste tester number one is, I'm gonna say weak, but he's not that strong. He's not. Like, what I can lift, it'll take taste tester number one and taste tester number two to lift. Like, seriously. I'm like, I feel like Buford T. Justice in Smokey and the Bandit, when he's talking to his son, he's like, there's no way you came from my loins. It's like, remind me to smack your mama. Has a little grapefruit spoon and everything, but as an adult, I just can't get back into it. Hell yeah. 14-0, top of the sixth. 14-1. Oh, well, at least they avoided the shutout. Grapefruit messes with my high blood pressure, man. That's it. Grumpus is laughing. Yo, Grumpus. I don't lie, man. I keep it straight with y'all. Like, them mugs, they're not strong yet. They don't have the old man strength, you know? Like, talk about the I'm not gonna say the word, but you know the G show, boom. Like, they're not even, I'm gonna say developed right now, but man, like, they can't lift nothing. Oh, Grump said, I feel your pain. Nah, bro, you don't. If you felt my pain, you would come and help me. Come on. Grumpus, come and help me lift this air conditioner. I need that. I am so sick of it. Yo, I have been dealing with this like penny ante air conditioner. I think this is going on year number 3 now. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. The air conditioner I had that went in the window. Like, my wife just doesn't like air conditioning. I swear. Jeremy says don't care much for it though. For grapefruit, I mean I could do without grapefruit. Like that's the one thing I'm like, like people who eat lemons. Why the hell are you eating a lemon? No. No. You know, the closest thing I want the lemon is Uncle Steve's Gator Shake. That's it. Like, that's all the citrus I need. I'm good. Marcus said it was 104 degrees there today. Grumpus, and you wonder why I'm not moving to Texas. That, right? That. See, I'm pointing to where his comment is on my screen. It said 104 degrees. FOH. Quentin says you are an alien if you can eat raw lemon. Oh, dog. Oof. Oof. Let me just tell you, you know what's crazy? In Baltimore, they have this thing. They take a lemon half and stick a peppermint stick in it. And the peppermint stick, like you use the peppermint stick to suck up the lemon juice. And it is the craziest thing ever. This guy not being from Baltimore, I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? And then like you suck on it. Like, why? I don't know what it is, but yo, it really is pretty good. Marcus says Sunday's supposed to be 108 degrees. Nope. N-O-P-E. Them hairs were good though as a kid. Yeah, they're still around. Jesus Christ. 101 at my house today, Grandpa said. But, you know, it's so funny. People start talking about temperatures like that. They be like, but it's different. It's not like, it doesn't feel like 101. Man, it feels like 121. Shoot. I will be the guy that be like, in front of the air conditioner, in the middle of the day, still sweating through like 13 layers of clothes. Like, you will be able to tell I'm sweating through everything. At a pitney pushing 140. Marcus, why are you cursing at me like that, dog? Like, why? But you know what, man? You know what I say? Embrace the suck, Marcus. I was there. I was standing on the deck. I was standing on the back porch of the trailer in the rain, out in the rain, and I'm just like, embrace the suck. That suck is definitely going to be 140 degrees because, good golly, that is suck. Grumpus is different. Hot is hot. Agreed, Grumpus. Yo, it's like, exactly. Hot is hot. Ain't no changing hot. Our friend, he wants to move to Arizona because it's a dry heat. 95 degrees, but humidity is the same as 121 degrees. Tell me the lie. Where am I wrong? Because we have humidity where I am, and he like, I'm trying to go where it's dry and hot. FOH. Yeah, it's too damn hot for me. I be done melted, sweat through my makeup, like my beard, like I'd be so much sweat coming down my face, my beard be all curly and matted up. Marcus said, I love the feels like temp. If it feels like 105, then it's 105, yeah. Oh. Grumpus says, but I'd rather be naked than shoveling snow. No, sir. No, sir. Grumpus, you have been around a while, and you've heard me say this because I say it often. You can always put on more clothes to get warm. You can never take enough off to get cool. When it's too damn hot, there is no cooling off. None. When it's cold, you can always do something to get warmer. Marcus said never had to shovel sunshine. FOH, man. I'm telling you, I'm trying to keep this PG. Quentin said in Central Florida, we only get about 95, but it's the humidity that kills it. Feels like 110. Quentin, where in Central Florida are you? Because my mother-in-law is in Central Florida, so next time I come down that way, we might have to link up. I was supposed to go down there on Saturday, but like I said, we had this. It's when I say unexpected, like totally unexpected death. Like, oh my gosh, this one hurt. Like, it really hurt. Jimmy says, "Come to South Carolina. We'll show you hot and underwater at the same time." Ain't no way. Let me put it in words you understand. Wait. Let me put it in words you understand. Ain't no effing way. All right, Jimmy. Ain't no effing way. I don't want hot and humid. I already know better. Uncle Bull. Hold on, Uncle Bull. I was trying to send you a picture and show you this earlier. Yo. Thank you, sir. Uncle Bull, you are on the new container. Like, for real. We got the Mo Butter Baby sticker. We got the regular oval sticker. We got the small sticker. Kent is on there. And Uncle Bull's on there. Definitely appreciate you, Uncle Bull. Yeah. Uncle Bull says just a quick hello. Still trying to finish up farming. Take care. Yeah. Orlando. All right. Oh my gosh. Ah, man. We've come to that part of the evening where I have the hiccups for some strange reason. Oh my god. Alright. Crimson Creek says feels like. Yeah. This is BRB. Jeremy says that Bayou Hot is no joke, man. I don't even want to experience Bayou Hot. I wanna visit Bayou Hot because yo, I am the worst. I am so angry. I get so angry when I'm hot, like all caps rage. The Juggernaut. You won't like me. The Hulk. You won't like me when I'm angry. Quentin says Celtics. Did the Celtics win? Oh gosh. The Sixers aren't in it, so I stopped watching. That's what I'm talking about. Quentin says if you visit, I keep my house at 68 in the summer. Man, that sounds fantastic. Dude, let me just tell you. Last time I was at my mother-in-law's house, it was October. And it was like 85 degrees. And at her house, and I say Central Florida, but you're a little further south. And so my mother-in-law lives in horse country, so I'm sure you can infer on where horse country is, because if you live in Florida, you know what horse country is. She was like keeping it at 78. I'm dying in this house. I'm so freaking hot. Where I'm like, all right, I'm sorry, I gotta turn this. I'm like, I gotta turn the air on. Like, I am dying, and I turned it down to 70. I think I compromised at 74, and I was still hot. Like, oh my god, like I am hot. Like, what the hell was wrong with y'all? Why? Like, old people. Oh my goodness. Like, yeah, that's when I balls up though. As soon as I step outside, tend to the big green egg. Yo, listen. At this point, go ahead on. Taste test number one. Uh, Jeremy said it's 57 here right now, but about to be 90s next week. Shit. Jeremy is in Michigan. Look, Quentin 74 is still insane. Look, ain't no damn way. Quentin, yo. Quentin, can you come and pick me, scoop me up, Quentin? Cause like that's what I need. 68? Yo, 68 is like pants and t-shirt weather. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like, cause I'm in my mother-in-law's house, man. I can't take enough clothes off to get cool. I'm like, man, like, dog, and I don't like wearing shorts. I don't wear shorts, man, cause I be like, I feel like pants are more professional, so I wear pants like probably 95% of the time, like period. I do own shorts, like I just don't wear shorts. I try to be professional. Like I'm not coming to your house and cooking and wearing some shorts. Look, yo, Quinn says I don't wear shorts either. Bring it in. Bring it in. Marcus says they're asking folks to set the ACs to 76 degrees to avoid rolling blackouts. When Walmart, Sam's, Costco, Home Depot, HEB set the temps to 75, then I still won't. Shit. Dude, let me tell you. I go into my car and ride around to avoid sitting in my house because it's hotter in my house than it is in my car. Dog. Dirt or catfishing. It says, everywhere a Speedo on the beach. Nope. Quinn says pants all year long except on the kayak. Alright. Hugs for pants. Bruh. Camo shorts every single day. Yo, like, when I get back down there, Marcus, I have some camo shorts for you to wear with you. But, dog, man, like, I need pants because I have spilled stuff on my pants. And if I didn't have pants on, I would have been burnt. That's my thing. Like, when I go and I do catered events, I will wear boots and pants. Because I don't want to burn my legs up, dog. Like, no. Like people who cook in flip-flops, bruh, cooking in flip-flops? Ain't no way. As Quentin said, ain't no damn way. Yo. Yo, Marcus said, camo shorts every single day. It's my uniform. I already know, Marcus, that about the whole uniform thing. This is my uniform, and I gotta pull up. Hold on. Jeez, I loosened up my belt. All right, so there we go. I hike this up. Pull this. All right, here we go. Man, damn it. All right. The blue alpha belt is there we go. Move this over a little bit. I gotta send it back. The Velcro's acting up. My uniform, Duluth Trading Company black pants, and my bowling shirt as provided, not as provided by, but good looking out. Tell Jamie I said thank you, because I couldn't see how I am. The Fire Hose Flex Duluth Trading Company pants. Dude, if you order some of these pants, I wish I could get like a referral fee, because these pants are the bee's knees. Like, Like, my goodness. My favorite ever. And then my bowling shirts, as Laura would say. Jeremy says, I wear swimming trunks almost all summer because I don't give. And never know, I don't hit the pool, lake, or stream. All right. Marcus says, nothing wrong with flip-flops. Yes, it is. You're going to burn your damn toes, man, until the grease pops in your foot. Yep. Dash. I had to hold, don't tell me you're a bowler, too. I mean, I bowl, but this is just what they call this shirt, man. It is not, I am not a bowler, per se, but Laura started calling it a bowling shirt. Because, I mean, this is my professional catering shirt, man. Marcus and Jamie, they were able to, you know, incorporate. The whole thing is, like, my colors on my logos and things like that are black and red. So when I saw this shirt that had black and red on it, and I was able to get my logo embroidered on it, it just, you know, Laura, she was like, it looks like a bowling shirt. I'm like, it's not a bowling shirt. This is my catering shirt. But that's just how it took off, and that has been the thing, okay? But listen, I will tell you. So Marcus, you know, a thing that I, like, within the last 6 months, I have gotten on the Crocs bandwagon. You can't even see Crocs, but Crocs. Excuse me. I've gotten on the Crocs bandwagon, and my goodness, I will cook in some Crocs. I have been rocking my Crocs. Yo, Jeremy says Duluth is the truth. Kip says, have any of y'all used magnetic knife straps? I'm considering mounting one. So Marcus uses one. He has one. It does look like a bowling shirt. I'm a league bowler, alright. If you saw the Hunsaker drum smoker. So I have not seen the Hunsaker drum smoker, but I do actually have a Hunsaker rib rack or something. I can't even remember why I ordered it, but I've never used it. We use it with chillers. Don't get one that has wood. It gets nasty. Just put a Storm logo in the back, and you probably get a free hour of bowling at most bowling centers. Marcus says all metal is the way to go. Alright. Metal magnet strips. Yep. Anybody use an apron? Yeah, I have an apron. I ordered this apron off of Amazon, actually. It was like a wax apron, and you know, it was great until I washed it, and then it like the clips and things. Like I need to fix the clips and things. That's all. On my leather butcher apron, nah. They come in handy for quick cooks. I do when finishing off steaks. Oh yeah. No, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Am I gonna make it to 3 hours? So listen, if you have not already, please do go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, so we have 20 minutes or so left before we can get to 3 hours. What can we talk about for the next 20 minutes? Topic suggestion for the next 20 minutes. All right, I'm going to clean up my little area here where I was sitting and eating and drinking. Let's get this. Jar. Sink. Alright, energy drink. Good job. I feel like I need to put on the polka music. Where is Victor? if y'all have used extra lighting at night when cooking? If so, what do you use beyond just a typical light switch? So I use a under hood light. I got it from Harbor Freight. It's a long bar. And I'll hang it like when I'm cooking on the side of my house. I'll hang it from there because that's typically the only place where I need extra light. Uh, Majority of my big smokers are in my garage, and my garage I have LED lighting in there. Grumpus is fat side up or down. Always, always, always fat side up. If we could all get together, what would everyone cook? That is your specialty. I know someone else would. I mean, I would cook brisket, but I would also cook lamb just cause. Quentin says I use the magnet light that attaches to the dome of my big green egg for a small little light. It gives off enough light to brighten the whole inside of the grill. Huh, interesting. Girl says I use a clamp on light from Lowe's. It was $13. Operator says I missed a few of the streams. Glad I can make this one. Yeah, it's because I'm still talking. We are 2 hours and 41 minutes in. Usually I'm done at the like 2 hour mark. 2 hour and 30 mark is usually like, but man. Marcus says link the LED strips work good, but mine are overhead and cast a shadow over the meat. I'll move them once I get time. Yeah. Quentin says I'm making tri-tip. Yeah, Quentin thinks he's tri-tip king. Marcus says I'm fat side down. Marcus, we are going to have a battle. Jeremy says I would probably do smoked mac and cheese. All right. What do you cook your tri-tips to when you pull it? So you cook tri-tips like you cook steak. Jeremy says leg quarters. Oh my goodness. Why? Wife, we had some leg quarters the other day and what's it the other day or I can't remember, but we had some leg quarters, or she was talking about leg quarters, and I was talking about how I really despise dark meat, right? I'm like, yo, dark meat, I'm over it. Like, really, I'm over dark meat. It's just like when I cook leg quarters, you eat the leg quarters, and I'm like, because I'm hungry. That's it. Boy, Marcus says the fat protects the meat. No, the fat renders down on the meat. And if you don't overcook the hell out of it or have the heat too high, you won't have a problem. Quentin says I cook mine to 140 pull and sear at 700 degrees for about 30 seconds on each side. Like I said, you cook tri-tip like you cook steak. Use 3 lights to shine in on the smoker. One shines on me during the video recording. Yep, there you go. And Grumpus says fat side up for me. This is why Grumpus and I get along. Fat side up. Always fat side up. Anyway, I talked to you guys about how when I was a kid, my mom, as I'll say my wife, my mom used to buy cases of leg quarters, and I'd have to take them out of the trunk of her car, bring them into the basement, and I would dump them into the utility sink in the basement. And I would take them and pull them out and put them in packs of like 2 or 3 leg quarters per pack. And this is before vacuum, like not vacuum. Well, it was before vacuum seal stuff, but it was before freezer Ziploc bags. So it was the storage bags that you had to put the twist tie on. Yo, I hate leg quarters to this day because of that. Marcus said I can't do 225 for that big hunk of meat. Well, what are you cooking to that? Jeremy says, man, I love dark meat, but I do them on the Weber. And I'm telling you, I just can't do them the same with anything else. Yeah, I'm telling you, I understand. Like, certain, I won't say certain cookers, but certain cookers cook things just, you like the way they cook on different cookers. That's what it is. It's you. It's not the cooker. It's like, ooh, ooh, I like how this turned out from this cooker. Ooh, I like how this turned out from that cooker. I get it, cause I have those too, man. Just saw the new Hummer truck. Man, I ain't worried about no damn Hummer. Ain't no way I can afford a Hummer. I am BRO broke. BROKE broke. Mm. Grumpus is dark meat all the way. Oh my gosh, Grumpus. I prefer cooking around 275. So Kip, I will try to average 250 and then I'll bump the heat up to like 300, 3 1/4. Check it out. New Hummer. New Hummer. Can you see me looking at you like what? Dude, it looks like a Rivian. GMC Hummer EV pickup and SUV. It really looks like a Rivian. No. 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 Have you not seen the Rivian? New love, screw the Bronco. Marcus said, never mind. The base is 108,000. There you go. Nah, man, you might as well buy the Rivian. That's what it looks like. You gotta get the leg quarters another chance. It's the twist ties. You should be hating. No, I'm telling you, I still don't like leg quarters. I cook leg quarters nowadays, man, because they cheap. New Bronco has many issues. My coworkers had one, and they both returned it. Manifold issues, dude. Um, I saw something with the new Broncos, and it was like, like they were blowing engines, blown. Jeremy says 350 on leg quarters, indirect half an hour on each side. Perfection every time, every time. I don't like to run my smokers that hot. Um, I am a low and slow guy. Like seriously, I do not like to do hot and fast. I do not like hot and fast. Sam, I am. Yeah. Kip says I'm gonna need to buy a Huffy before too long. Stop. Let me tell you. The only reason why I am seriously contemplating going through with the purchase of my electric vehicle is because my last fill up on my diesel car cost me $100 to fill it up. 17 and some change gallons cost me $100. Like, if I'm not filling up my car every single week, and if I could take some load off of filling up my wife's van, which is probably close to $75, $80 a week, that is my car payment by the time the month is done. Free charging for the first 2 years, maybe 3 years on the ID4. Say less, fam. Jeremy says not a smoker on a Weber kettle. Shoot. I won't say same thing, but uh, yeah, zero. That's the cost to charge. Free charging for the first. It's either the first. It's either 2 years or 3 years. Zero charge. At home, where I would plug it in, there's no charge. Jeremy says I had a vegan eat my quarter because everyone was raving about them and liked them. That's when I knew. Dude, I already know because I've done events where I've had someone that's like, I'm a vegetarian, or I haven't eaten meat in X number of months, but everyone was talking about it, so I had some, and this is me coming up again for the second time. Yep, I've been there. Quinn says ID4 has free charging for a year for the 21 models and free charging for 30 minutes at a time for the 22 model. So, because the fact that my I was not delivered in 21, it is a 22 year model, and yeah. Quentin says, which is dumb, because you just unplug and restart, and it's free charging again. Jeremy says, that's when you know, bro. Yeah. Oh, Jeremy, I already know. I already know when you have folks that are like, I haven't eaten meat in X number of months, weeks, days, years. Yeah. Kip said, I used to hate hot and fast until I got a larger pit, thicker wall pit. It handles it better and still gets plenty of smoke flavor since it's an offset. Now I cook either way depending on protein. Alright. Grandma says, I really don't know much about the subject. Where do you go to charge if not at the house? So there are charge stations. So the good thing / bad thing about Volkswagen is because of the Dieselgate calamity, Dieselgate saga, problem, I don't know what you want to call it, but because of Dieselgate and like helping to, I won't say repay or pay it forward, Volkswagen said, okay, well, or Volkswagen was mandated to help do other things. One of those things is charging stations for electric vehicles. So Volkswagen basically Volkswagen said to help offset the problems we had with the diesels, we are going to allow folks to charge their electric vehicles for X number of years for free. So they invested in what's called the network that's Electrify America. I think is the name of the network. And a good portion of the Walmarts have Electrify America stations. So the bad thing is, Tesla has their own charging network. Electrify America has their own charging network, and there's probably like five. It's probably not even five. It might be three. Tesla, Electrify America, and there's like one or two others in specific areas that are popping up. Charge stations across U.S. Some chargers are located in Walmart parking lots, behind gas stations and shopping malls, and some garages downtown. Yep. So, in my area, there is Tesla has a good deal of the charging stations. But I feel like in time, the Tesla proprietary charging stations will no longer be Tesla proprietary charging stations. They will be everyone charging stations. But right now, Tesla has proprietary charging stations And there's like three major plugs. There's a Tesla plug, there's this other plug, and the two others that are like major plugs. But Electrify America is one of the major players. Yeah, Volkswagen got trouble with Volkswagen emissions. We can use the Tesla network, but the plug to connect to them is like $500 on Amazon. Jeez. Other plugs standardized or each brand is different. It's standardized on everything except Tesla. There you go. Quentin, man, Quentin and I are like the same person right now. Um, Tesla has their own proprietary plug, and everyone else has there's like two or three different, I won't say standards, but two or three different plugs, and you go to one station and you have an adapter that goes from that one to the other, or vice versa. Um, I live in rural Alabama. I hardly know where to charge a car in the country. You'd be surprised, Kip. Once you find out where that station or area is, you're like, oh, there it is. All right. And then you can't unsee it. Certain, like in my area, grocery stores, there's a Walgreens that has a charging area. There's a couple Walmarts that have charging areas. And there's a couple gas stations that have charging areas. Now, when I say charging areas, they are a mix of Tesla and non-Tesla charging. Even where that's uh, excuse me, that's at home. At work, at my wife's job and at my job, there are charging stations, charging areas in the parking garages. And for my work down the street from where I work, there's a huge, when I say huge, it's like 8 to 10 car Tesla bank of chargers. So a charger at Walmart is CSS, and the one at the Leaf has I remember Tesla has a J100 or something like that. Yeah. How long did it charge? Usually about 30 to 45 minutes. 30 minutes. Well, between 20 and 30 minutes will get you to 80%. Most of the time, they want you to only get about 80%, because once you start charging over 80%, you start to reduce the battery life, or the recharge battery life. Quentin says, so everything I can use at Walmart and mall chargers except Tesla, but they come with the adapter. Every other EV doesn't come with that adapter, so connect to the Tesla. That to connect to Tesla superchargers. Yeah. Jeremy says the problem with electric vehicles are the batteries only store electricity; they don't produce it, so the emission on electric vehicles uses much, if not more, than fossil fuels to produce and maintain. Agreed. Definitely agreed. That was one of my big problems with EV vehicles in the beginning. But the the crux is, I feel like at this point there are a lot more like wind and solar electricity generators that are pushing generation to electric vehicles. Yeah, I agree, Jeremy. The standard charge time is from 10 to 80%. Fastest is Kia and Hyundai with 15 minutes. Tesla is in the same speed. Electric cars are cool, just don't want another vehicle payment. Kip, that's me right now. I still have not decided whether or not I'm going to do it. After that, it gets slow and much slower. The ID4 is about 30 minutes, and if it's cold outside, about 45 minutes. Cold weather is the Achilles heel of charging right now. Yep. So I read an article not too long ago saying that the tipping point of electric vehicles is the ability to charge them. Or now is the tipping point because of the ability or inability to charge them quickly. You can get in and out of the gas station in like 5 to 7 minutes. If it takes you 45 minutes at an electric charging station, people are gonna poo-poo at that and be like, no, that's too long. So, all right, guys, it is 3 hours. I have been on here for 3 hours. I do need to get up in the morning. 5:30 in the morning comes in early for me as well. I'm gonna go ahead on and definitely thank you guys for being here. Really thank you guys for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Hey, Bumpy, if you're still here, thumbs up down below. Let's see. Uh, Kip said Elon should give everyone a free Tesla. Elon is a businessman. He's not going to give you a free Tesla. He's going to make you have to purchase it, or he'll give you something, but you have to pay a subscription in order to keep it. I'm telling you, it's about money with him, man. He is a businessman through and through. Grumba said, my concern is 20 minutes to charge after the 4 cars ahead of me take their 20 minutes. That adds too much time to just drive to Dallas. Agreed, Grumpus. And that is the crux of the problem. You can still charge your car with your regular, like 110 volt charger, but most people or most people who have electric vehicles are using level 2 chargers, which is like the 240 volt, which charges in a few hours. If you have the high capacity or whatever it is, I don't know if it's level 3 or whatever, it can charge your vehicle in under like a half hour, 45 minutes. Jeremy says, yeah, just as there, the potential is there, but technology isn't, or they haven't released the technology yet. They're working towards it. Jimmy says, it's time to tap out. Night, guys. Have a great rest of the week. You too, sir. Quentin says, see y'all next week. Always enjoy the chats. Night, night. Right on. Jeremy says, take it easy, everyone. Have a good and safe week and weekend. Yeah, buddy. All right, guys. I am going to tap out as well. All right, so look, let's do this. Let's go ahead and post the video for tomorrow. One more again. If you have gotten this far and have not clicked the link in the description or in that chat, whew, it is. It's hard out here for him. I am done. Oh man. Kip says later and roll tide. Remember, I was like, wait, is it Roll Tide? Is that Atlanta? Is Alabama? Oh, right. Is that what it is? All right, guys. Thank you so very much. Grumpus says, thanks for the education. Good night, Dash, and everyone. No problem, Grumpus. So, when I started looking into the ID4, it was because I'm like, oh, they have this thing up. It's like you can order an ID4 or you can get an allocation for $100. I was like, okay, sure. And then they delayed the delivery of my vehicle, and it's now been a year and a half, or almost a year and a half. Yeah. So, anyway, thank you guys so very much. Alright, I'm gone.